Hey guys, so this is my first vlog. I usually do the workout video kind of thing, and if you could see how my phone is propped up right now, I have it on a kitchen chair on top of a pillow using my iPhone because I am that inexperienced with doing vlogs and videoing. So eventually I'm going to invest in a camera. Today I want to talk about, and I don't know, I woke up this morning, I felt inspired to address magazines, shooting, photo shoots, why you see certain models in magazines, why girls or how girls get into magazines. And I think there's some misconceptions of what you need to do or look like or be to be in magazines. And not a lot of people talk about it. And it's kind of something you learn as you go along the way. Honestly, I didn't know anything. Not many of my friends were in magazines at the time other than, Jessie Hillenburg had been featured in really large websites and she had shot for Iron Man, and she was really the one that kind of helped me understand the magazine side of things. But no one else really. I didn't personally know Jamie Eason at the time, and I really don't personally know her, but she was really the person that catapulted me into fitness. I think maybe because I related to her look, and she was very commercial as in she did well with print work. But Jamie Eason was really the person that inspired me to get into fitness modeling per se. And at the time, her story on her website, which she used to have a personal website, I don't think it's up anymore, was that she did one show. She did a figure show years ago, was noticed by someone. I think it was an editor for a magazine. And she blew up. She became Jamie Eason. And I know along the way that it didn't happen that way. She had a lot of other photo shoots she did. She did a lot of other things before that happened, but that's how in my head I was like, I need to do a show. I need to become a bikini competitor, because at the time I was just starting out in fitness. I had no muscle mass to walk on stage as a figure competitor, and I'll get seen. Someone will see me, I'm gonna make it. And that's not really how it happened, and it doesn't happen that way very often anymore. There's so many people in this industry now. That's not a horrible thing. It's grown, it's a little more cutthroat, and you really have to be unique and be you, because people look for authenticity. It's a word not a lot of people use because you don't meet a whole lot of it anymore. And no offense to anybody who wants to look like someone. I wanted to be and look like Jamie because she was very authentic, but I had to find what made me an individual as well, for people to like me and not to like me. That was kind of the wrong term, I wanted to be something I wasn't. I just had to be me, and people were gonna like me or not gonna like me. And I've met many people who didn't see it in me to represent their company, and a lot of people who saw something in me, Randall with LiveFit, who believed that I had what it took to inspire, and if I was given the platform to reach people, it would go in a good way. And so let's touch base on magazines, aside from the big thing I just talked about. Sorry, I took a break to drink my Cellchem. Not that I'm sponsored by them or anything. I love their products, but I needed to get something to drink. I started out doing photo shoots that I paid for. I paid photographers to do photos for me so I could use them on my social media, as my profile picture, as my Instagram picture, as my Twitter picture, for quotes, for, motivational things. I don't know. I honestly, I do the same thing and did the same thing as you girls do now. I had photos done that I used to pay for. I'm at the point now where a lot of photographers offer to shoot you and either pay you to shoot with them, which is lovely, and doesn't happen very often, honestly. A lot of the girls think we get paid for shoots It's very rare. A lot of girls get paid to be in magazines. I've never been paid to be in a magazine, and that's something not a lot of people know. And not a lot of people know a lot of the magazines I've been featured in, because I'm relatively pretty new to the magazine kind of world. But I was lucky enough to become mutual friends with James Patrick, who shoots for magazines. And that's the thing with you girls, you really need to network. And not that you're using people for their leverage of things, but you need to become friends with people who will help you. James and I became friends, and he had a project come up, and he thought about me, and he called me and he goes, "Hey Alicia, I have a magazine that I shoot for, and I think you'd be really great for this cover." And this was my first magazine I ever did, and I have all my magazines here because I keep them all in this like special baggie. But it was the Max Sports and Fitness, and this was the first thing I ever shot. I found the location. I called my friend who owns Back Alley CrossFit, and he was more than happy to let me shoot. I did not get paid for this. You know, James was like, "This will be really great for you to get yourself out there, get on a cover. This is gonna be in supplement stores all around." The technical difficulty. My pillow dropped my phone. So anyway, he was like, "Hey, you're not getting paid for this. You need to provide, you know, we're gonna provide you with makeup and hair, but show up with your own clothes, have a nice spray tan, you know, look tight, and let's shoot." And so I was in the Max Muscle stores all around the country. That's how the majority of my followers started following me, is they were like, "Who is this girl on this cover? Oh my God, she looks really badass." And you know, this was the beginning for me. And I still have a lot of people who follow me and mention this. That was a cool magazine to help me get started. The next big magazine, and it's funny because people think that magazines or people are going to like contact you. It doesn't happen that way typically. You need to reach out to them and make yourself available to them. They have a slew of people who want to be in their magazines, and it's the reality. So Iron Man magazine was doing a kind of on Instagram. It was funny. My friend tagged me and they're like, "Hey, if you have a fitness inspiration or somebody that you think would look great in our magazine, tag them, have them write a letter, and we'll give them a call, or they'll email me." So Savannah with Iron Man saw my Instagram post because my friend Brittany Belair tagged me in it. And she's awesome, because I would have never gotten this spread without her tagged me in this, because at the time I wasn't following Iron Man magazine on Instagram. And I wrote a letter into Savannah, and I talked about all the things I had accomplished. And by then I had already won my pro card. So I wrote her, and she was like, "Wow, this new figure girl on scene is awesome." I didn't get the cover, but I got this huge spread in Iron Man. And this was a big deal because Iron Man's on national newsstands. It's in, you know, Walgreens, Target, Barnes & Noble, you know, all these things. And she's like, "Bring your style. We'll have a hair and makeup lady. Come looking tight, have a nice tan, you know, do your nails simple, make it like Alicia." And I was like, awesome, this is gonna be rocking. And that's when I had contacted Jessie Hillenberg, because she had shot with him. And Michael Nuvix is amazing. And so, you know, I brought some really cool things from my girlfriend with Glam Girl Swimwear, Jessica. She, you know, lent me a bunch of stuff. I had Wonder Woman underwear. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to be different. And, you know, we had fun with it. We did a bunch of different things. They asked me questions. It was a great way for an audience that didn't know me or recognize me to learn about me and hopefully follow my journey. That helped a lot too. Another great opportunity I had was with Oxygen Magazine. They have their section in the very back, which is called Who Are You Next? Excuse me, not who. Are you next? And they tell you in here for, you know, future appearances on here, write us. I went on Oxygen and wrote them a whole thing about myself, sent them all these photos, and waited months, and they were like, hey, we're really interested in featuring you. Are you okay with that? And I was like, oh my God, yes, I've been following your magazine and reading your magazine since I was in college. I'm 29 now, so this has been a long time. And I was featured in this, I think, when was this? 2013. So that was 2 years ago. I was 27. So I was like, yes, I've been reading your magazine forever. I would love to be featured in it. And there I am, you know, a picture that was taken by, I believe, James Patrick. I'm pretty sure he took that photo. And not that James helped me get in this, because they didn't probably talk to him about it, but they saw what I had accomplished as well, and my look, which they told me was a very commercial look. And I can't give you a description of commercial. I don't want to sound like, I guess it's for your own context. Whatever you think commercial look is, then it is. And Jennifer McCoy's in here, and she's actually another woman that I follow on Instagram. She's awesome. So a few of us have been featured in here, and a lot of girls who, Aaron Stern was featured in this years ago. A lot of girls have been featured in this and have made it much further than the magazines. They've won titles in the IFBB. They've landed really big endorsement deals with supplement companies. So this can get you pretty far. This is a huge magazine, and it's online and it's in stores, and I love it. My dream has always been to be on the cover, but one day that might happen. Another magazine that was really cool was I competed in the Arnold, and they had Oxygen again was backstage doing pictures of the girls competing, and they had shot Candace Keene and Ashley Caldwalder, you know, Miss Bikini, IFBB Olympia, and Candace Keene had won Figure International that year, and they were like, oh wow, what's your name? I was like, Alicia Coates. I was a newbie, I was a rookie, nobody knew me, and they were like, can we get a photo of you? And I was featured right there. I look so jacked in the Arnold Roundup, and it was really cool. I was like, wow, they, you know, out of all the girls that had won, they decided to pick a little Alicia to be in the magazine. It was really cool. But aside from just pure, I don't even know how to describe it, I went after these opportunities. You know, I wrote letters, I sent emails, I sent pictures. I was pretty consistent with keeping on top of being in touch with these people. I wasn't annoying them. I don't think I was. I could have been. But I was always on top of wanting to make sure that they remembered me. Hey, I just kept following up on my email. I would still love to be featured. I would still love to work with you. You take the chance of financially supporting this dream, and you have to take responsibility for that. When I shot for Ironman, I drove my own gas, stayed in my own hotel, paid for all that to take an opportunity to be in a magazine that was important to me. Not everybody sees it that way, and not every company is going to pay your way. You have to put in a little work and do a little work for the opportunities that could come from it. And a lot of great things have came from being in magazines for me. Another thing that a lot of girls have to remember is, okay, so let's go to India Paulina. India's in here with her sponsor, which is BSN. So her BSN pays to have ads, and they use India as their model, and she's in a magazine. India deserves that. She's been with them for a long time. She worked hard for them. She's endorsed by them. So she's gonna be in there. If you go to other ads, you know, and a lot of girls I know in here are in here with companies they work for. Keep in mind that when you are reaching out to companies to be an endorsed athlete or an ambassador, and those are two different things, and we can talk about those later, you are also getting into becoming somebody's brand being a part of their brand and being a face for what they want. And with that comes opportunities. You can be in magazines. That's how people will learn about you. Bodybuilding.com is like the best for that. You know, NLA for Her has Jesse Hillenberg everywhere. Bodybuilding.com has Steve Cook everywhere, and numerous other faces. And I know girls like, you know, Lacey, she's on Instagram. I think her name is Faith and Fit or something. She had as many followers as me, became a top model for bodybuilding.com spokesmodel contest, and she has double the followers I have. I mean, that is just what it takes. You need to put yourself out there. You need to take chances. You need to write letters. You need to enter contests. And from that comes opportunity. And a lot of girls who have never been seen will become like the next big thing on Instagram or in fitness in general, because these companies believe in your look, believe in what you stand for, want you to represent their brand, and from that comes opportunities. And that's something you have to keep in mind. So don't sit around. Don't think that somebody's gonna come knocking at your door, because they don't. And get up, email those people. I'm gonna be touching base on writing a fitness resume. I know people are like, what do you put in a fitness resume? There's a lot you can put in a fitness resume that companies want to learn about you. It's not all about fitness. It's about your qualities and your knowledge and what you do for a living and all your, you know, what you know and what you can help them with, because not everybody just wants someone to be a pretty face. You also need to be knowledgeable in the fact that this is fitness. You need to be talking to clients and customers at expos. And so keep that in mind. And that's going to be another vlog. We're going to talk more about fitness resumes, endorsements, being an ambassador for companies. And that's another thing I just learned along the way, but I know a lot about it now because I've worked for plenty of people. So we'll touch base on that soon. I hope this vlog helps you. Please comment below. Let's talk more about things, and we're gonna grow this little YouTube page to be successful. And I hope you enjoy what we talk about together. I'll talk to you soon.